Hey there, I'm Charlie. Welcome to the first real video on my channel, a recording of the first session of a D&D campaign I call Sanguimancy. So, before the actual session recording begins, I'm going to offer some context for the campaign and some parts of the session that I failed to record. Timestamps will be in the description for each part of the context if you want to skip any of it. First, I'll read the premise for the campaign that my players were given at the start. You awake with a pounding headache. The first thought in your head, the reincarnation has succeeded. The inner voice sounded relieved, and also distinctly separate from your own. That's somewhat concerning, you think. Your next thought is simple. Who am I? As if on cue, thousands of memories flow back into your head at once. Images, words, meanings, emotions, threatening to overwhelm you. Soon, the flow begins to subside, and you are once again alone with your thoughts. It's strange. These are your memories, but you feel separate from them, like they happened to some odd doppelganger of yourself. You couldn't go back to your old life, you know that much. That life is simply too alien to you, and besides, the unnatural sharpness of your incisors as you run your tongue across them indicates that you couldn't go back if you tried. The voice comes back again, much more animalistic than before. It stops your train of thought in an instant with three words that dominate your consciousness. Hungry. Alone. Need. The campaign opens with the PCs in the town of Tala in the nation of Umbrella, and with the content of the premise already having happened. They were also provided with some additional world information and a number of homebrew abilities, all of which I'll link below in case anyone's interested. Now, the players' backstories. I'll put the full text in the link below, but I'll provide a quick summary here as well. PJ, character named Jack Barnaby, is a tiefling paladin that runs a small bar in Tala called the Bloody Barrel, where he serves beer mixed with Kool-Aid. He uses this bar as a front for the tiefling underground, which helps tieflings, usually the victims of cruel experimentation, escape the Diabolus demondom. He also has a surrogate son named Arnon Sirksire. Dylan, character named Kieryu, is a tiefling sorcerer that runs various unsavory establishments in Brana. He owns a brothel, bar, strip club, and gambling ring. He's relatively well known within the town and very wealthy. David, character named Jack 2, is a tiefling rogue that's part of what is, essentially, a cult called Morcham. The cult searches for immortality and believes in death as a path to immortality through undeath. Jack 2 serves as an enforcer for Morcham, getting their dirty jobs done when it's necessary, and, of late, working closely with the Demondom's Shadow Guard. Jeff, character named Edwin Atmore, was originally a human living in the kingdom of Erothia. He was from a wealthy family and enrolled in the Erothian Academy at a young age to learn magic, becoming an artificer. He later accidentally triggered a magic circle on an archaeological dig, being teleported to the demondom and converted into a tiefling via horrible experiments. He later escaped the demondom, settling in Brana and essentially living in Kieryu's basement to avoid detection. Now, context for the opening part of the session that I forgot to record. That'll be a running theme as I continue to get used to actually opening OBS and recording my sessions. The missing part of the recording is most of PJ's first day. On that first day, after waking up as a vampire, he went and found a street prostitute who he paid to give him a quickie in an alley. After taking her to the alley, he started draining her of blood. She started screaming, but as a good paladin, he chose not to just kill her. As a result, the guards came and chased PJ through the alleys. PJ, eventually realizing he couldn't outrun them, murdered them in cold blood, then drank from their corpses. He then laid low for the rest of the day before returning home to his bar, where the recording begins. Without further ado, here's Sanguimancy Session 1. Okay, he's just living in your cellar, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just chilling.
He's probably asleep by this point. You gonna wake him up?
I just go to bed next to him.
Wake him up.
Okay. Dylan, you're next.
Nice.
So, you wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Premise happens. What doing? I never got your multi-page backstory that you promised me, by the way.
Let's not worry about that, okay? The important thing is I own 4 businesses, okay?
Right.
And that I use disguise self so nobody knows that I'm a tiefling vampire. Okay, so how many employees do I have at the brothel?
Like prostitutes, or including like front desk people and like cleaning staff?
Mainly prostitutes, but you can include the front staff people.
Okay, in total you have 18 staff people.
Okay. If I go to my bar, because it's medieval era-ish, how many 6-ounce jars do I have?
Probably a decent amount.
Okay, then I'm going to take 18 of those and head back to my brothel. I'm going to meet with each of my people.
I'm gonna have you roll wisdom for this, Dylan, to be able to come up with it in your current state.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not the work.
You have proficiency.
It's a save?
Yes.
I do not have proficiency. That makes that a 16.
Alright, I'll allow it.
Alright. I'm going to head back to my brothel and meet with each employee individually, one by one, and ask them to fill this 6-ounce jar with blood to the top because of the... Hold on. First off, before I do any of this, have I heard there are vampires in town?
No, you have not.
Then I will wait to hear that for this, because that's what this plan is based around, and I shouldn't have just started. Anyway...
Well, in the meantime, you're really fucking hungry. You want some blood.
Yeah, I know.
And the rumors aren't going to start spreading until, like, the afternoon, late afternoon.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Where do the competitor hookers hang out?
On the street, for the most part. I'll have there be
I'm
one
gonna go-
rival brothel.
Great. I'm going to walk through some back alleys and then cast Disguise Self to change who I look like and go get a prostitute. A rival prostitute, mind you.
From the street or from the rival brothel?
Ooh, there's a rival brothel?
Yes.
Then I'll go to the street for now.
Okay.
And I'll take her into a dark alley.
Okay. She's gonna ask for hazard pay for that. She wants 5 gold pieces.
I say anything? Oh, you know I'm good for it. Just acting like a fucking big shot. I lead her into a dark alley, nice and desolate.
Do you tell her that you're into biting?
No. I say, oh, this looks like a good place as any. And then I push her up against the wall, start kissing her neck, and then I sink my teeth in.
She screams.
I put my hand over her mouth.
Okay, she starts struggling. Roll athletics.
This is why it's just easier if you sneak up on someone.
Crit fail.
Oh, bro. Here we go again.
She breaks free with her 7.
Here we go again.
I cast sleep.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that put an end to that.
I have to roll 5d8, and if it surpasses her hit points, she falls asleep.
Okay.
Doesn't it affect, like, every creature in the area until it runs
Yeah,
out
but
of
she's the only
juice?
creature in the thing. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Does it
Okay.
not affect the caster?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Sleep would be even worse than it already is if it did.
Does she have over 25 hit points?
No. She's
Then
asleep.
she is asleep, and I would like. How does it do damage when we put our teeth in things?
Biting does in fact do damage to people, yes. She would probably wake up before she died, though.
I'm aware. I look around. Is there anything to gag her mouth with? In this desolate, dark alleyway? I'm not really...
No. You could shove some rocks down her throat.
Great. I put a large rock in her mouth, so it's hard for her to scream.
Just like dislocate her jaw and shove a massive rock in there.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I want to drain her.
Alright, you kill her. Gain 200 ounces and some measure of ability to think straight.
Yeah, and I just had to lose, like, 3 fucking spells. God damn it.
Hey, I lost all 3 of my spell slots, too.
And whose fault is that?
The dice.
No, it's your fault, you idiot.
And then I want to repeatedly use Acid Splash to get rid of the body.
Okay.
Wow.
See, Dylan is much better at this than you are, TJ.
Yeah, I just... See, me and PJ had the same initial issue. The taste of blood was so overwhelming, I went weak in the knees.
Alright, so, corpse has been disposed of.
Wonderful. Back to work. I feel better.
You don't feel great, but you do feel better.
Oh, and I go get another hooker. Hold on, do you have any money on her?
She has the 5 gold pieces you gave her, and like a couple coppers.
Sweet, I'm gonna add those 2 coppers to my... Totally worth. So repeating this... Nah, I gotta do it one by one, huh? Because I'm running out of spell slots. Fuck.
So you're going to find another hooker on the streets.
Also, don't you need to roll a d20 every time you cast a spell?
Yes, you do, actually. Roll.
Yeah. I casted 3 spells in this encounter, pretty much. 15...
Are nat ones?
They are not.
Okay.
I go to the rival brothel.
Okay.
And I want to get their most expensive hooker. I'm still disguised as a completely random person, mind you.
Okay. Cool.
How much is she? For any amount of time. I need like 4 minutes.
Her going rate is 5 gold an hour.
Okay, then I will pay the 5 gold.
Which is really fucking expensive, just by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
She also doesn't do house calls.
Oh, so it has to happen here?
Yes.
Thank you. Does she have a room?
Yeah.
Great. Should I roll athletics now? Because I think we all know I'm going to try to hold my hand over her mouth and drain her.
Oh, gosh, you just...
Yeah, roll athletics.
This is going to end worse.
Yeah.
Hey, I look like a different person. You look like you. Fuck. Fucking 9.
7, you win.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna go with draining her completely is going to take about 2 minutes. So we're gonna need to repeat that check
Okay.
a lot of times. Next. We'll have you make 3 more total to keep her restrained.
14.
9 next.
18.
17 next.
As I drain her, I get stronger. 19.
Nat 1.
Oh,
More
okay.
Successful.
That's when her body goes limp. Sweet. In this room, I'm assuming there's a bed.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, I tuck her into bed.
Okay.
I wait 5 more minutes.
Where did you put the bite mark?
The bite mark?
Yeah.
It's like under, like behind her ear, pretty much.
That's not a very convenient place to bite. There's more skull there than vein.
You are right.
Somewhere with blood.
I bite her in the titty.
I don't know that there's blood in there, but we're gonna roll with it.
I'm pretty sure there's blood in titties.
Alright, so 200 more ounces. I'm trusting you guys to keep track of this, by the way.
Yeah, I am.
I put it where my Electrum pieces are, because if you use Electrum, I'm killing you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you use Electrum, we can't be friends anymore.
I want to tuck her in using the blankets of the bed.
Okay.
Wait 5 minutes, walk out, and then I'm going to be like, you might want to let her rest for a few minutes, and then I leave.
Okay, you leave without issue.
Wonderful.
I assume you drop this guy's self as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, I walk into the closest dark alley, changing my appearance. By the time I come out the other side, there goes my last first level spell slot, rolling a d20.
Also, I imagine someone comments, "Wow, only 7 minutes."
Two,
That is
only 2.
Well, but he waited 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight. Didn't want to see like a 2-pump chump. Yeah, I fucked that bitch's brains out in those 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna head home.
Alright, you are home. You are somewhat sated.
Wonderful. I'm,
You hear, a mumbled thank you in your head as the presence goes to sleep.
I mean, my presence has 840. Why didn't I get a thank you, huh?
Oh man, why can't drinking blood also benefit business? Great. Over time, I'm gonna get a monopoly on the whores of this town, because I'm gonna eat the rest.
Yours will have said good, PJ, and then gone to sleep.
No, what? Is there a graveyard in town?
Yeah, there's a town cemetery.
Wonderful. No, you know what? I'll end my turn there.
Alright. David, you're holed up in town somewhere, or camped out around town, wherever you want to be.
Regardless, I need to make like the others and go to the red light district.
The hooker population just suddenly drops.
Or unlike them, find some random passed out hobo and just kill him. Like, it's not. I don't know what is so hard about this.
I don't look for a prostitute. I look for a drunkard.
Yeah.
I found a mix of both.
It's
God damn it, I didn't even think of
suspicious if some random guy on the street who was homeless dies.
And they can't be if I look like someone they've never met.
So, what do you want me to roll? Investigation or what?
It's not all that hard. You can find a passed out hobo.
Okay. So, I just
you roll for
bite him.
subsequent passed out hobos, but
Sure. I just bite him, like, on the wrist. Or no. Yeah, on the neck. Drain him mostly of blood, like 150
he wakes
ounces.
up and starts screaming.
This is why I would hold my mouth over, or hand over his mouth.
Mouth to
Mouth
mouth.
over his hand, yes.
Mouth over his mouth.
You do know you have a dagger, right? That's perfectly capable of killing him before.
Yeah, but that wastes the blood.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing it this way.
Oh.
I mean, I could kill him first.
It's up to you.
Sure.
Get a rock and hit him in the head.
But I guess it works either way. Just slit his throat and then drink from his throat instead.
Yes. Suck
And then the
along
bite
his
marks are
fish's
hidden.
throat.
The bite marks are hidden regardless. How much?
Just I'll give you 200 for it. I'm not gonna bother with partials.
Okay. What do you want me to roll for another one?
Investigation.
Okay. I would have taken, for my phantom feat, it would have been proficiency investigation.
Okay.
Because of research.
Okay.
So that brings it up to that unnatural 20.
Yeah, you find like 3 hobos passed out in an alley together.
Okay, one by one, the hobos go dying.
One by one, the hobos go dying.
Okay, 600 more blood. The voice in your head. The voice in your head says. The voice in your head says, "Good job." And it sort of shrinks back from your awareness.
I don't know, guys. I think us three are single-handedly cleaning up the riffraff of this town.
The riffraff and 4 town guards.
That was a mistake.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
I am the good character, yet I have easily done the worst crime.
Yes, you tried to not kill people, and I
ended up killing people.
You tried to beg a hooker for blood because you were hungry. And it backfired, and I don't see how you could have seen any other outcome.
Okay. You are somewhat sated. Congratulations.
And then I go about normally researching.
Okay. What are you researching specifically? How do you research?
I would focus on the... What is it? Whatever. The thing. The organization of abyssals. I try to look into that as much as I can from Tala.
Okay. So how are you, like, going to the local library and looking through books? Are you talking to people? If so, who are you talking to? What doing?
Well, the best bet is probably talking to people.
Okay. So who?
Is there anyone who is associated with like who I would instantly associate with abyssals or anything?
Not really, no. Besides fucking the Shadow Guard, because their entire country is all about them demons.
Naturally.
Those sexy demons.
So if you want to go ask the Shadow Guard about it.
Yeah, hey guys, we're friends for a while. I got a few questions. No. Where did I pick up those tidbits then? Where did I get them? How did I find the lead to begin with?
At a dive bar in the red light district frequented by information brokers.
Did I overhear a conversation?
We're gonna go with that, yes.
Okay.
As you can tell, I am very, very well planned.
Very, very well planned. Did I see who was having the conversation and with who?
An information broker with Shadow Guard guys that you were on a mission with.
Fucking Shadow Guard. Was it did the Shadow Guard tell the broker, or did the broker tell the Shadow Guard?
The broker mentioned it to the Shadow Guard, who did not seem particularly surprised.
Go figure. How much would I estimate it would cost for information on that?
Generally, they charge 10 gold, which is a fair amount for any important information like that. So it really depends on whether the broker considers it to be valuable and important information or not. Like information that they wouldn't want you spreading without paying. You know?
So yeah, I have to pay 10 gold. Did the hobos have a few copper pieces?
Yeah, I'll give you like a copper piece of hobo.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Gotta farm hobos.
4 copper pieces. We're on our way. We'll get there eventually.
and we'll do 10 to 1 for this.
Okay. Actually, then it's actually reasonable. I could get there eventually. It would take a while, but it's a lot more reasonable than 100 to 1. I'll go back to that bar with the information brokers, and for now, I'm not gonna actually talk to any of them. Just see if I can overhear anything again. Well, not specifically about that, but just in general.
The information brokers generally don't talk openly about important subjects. It is all very, very whispered.
That's why
They train themselves to not be heard.
That's why I had decent perception.
Roll perception, I guess. Make the DC fucking high, but if you want to try.
You will try. How do you numbers? 24?
Jesus Christ. Alright, you hear some stuff about fucking arranging for smuggling goods, getting people into or out of the country illegally, information on drug farms and operations, that kind of thing. Nothing related to your subject of interest, though.
Figures. Anything else of interest? Like, not specifically related to what I'm interested in? Or no?
Not incredibly so. I mean, all of that is valuable information, but...
Just become my own information broker with all this information. I just sell information that I hear.
Second hand.
Information Brokers Union will come after you.
I'd like to see them try.
Alright. So, is that your day then? Or what doing?
Probably most of the day, and then I'll go research more about specifically vampirism.
Okay, at the library?
Oh, where? So was it the library that I've been doing, or I've been researching at before?
Presumably, yes.
Then yeah, we'll do the library.
Okay. You go library. You spend quite a while perusing the titles for, anything about vampires, and you find one single book about the Abyssal races that has a section on vampires, just as the library is about to close.
Cool.
So, borrowing book, presumably?
Yeah, since the library is about to close.
Alright. Book is in possession.
Cool. Off to wherever I'm staying.
Okay.
Nondescript housing location.
Cool. You read about vampires, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you didn't already know, really. Apparently they reproduce sexually by mixing blood. They live for thousands of years, need to drink blood, use blood for magic somehow. That's about all you get.
You know, things I generally mostly already knew. Generally, mostly.
Generally, mostly.
Yeah, mostly generally.
Okay, so, you done for a day then?
That's the day.
Alright, wrapping around back to PJ, but PJ has to go soon, right?
Yeah, just a couple minutes here.
Okay,
I'm so out of curiosity, do I have any knowledge of how long I'll be satiated for?
Well, when you wake up in the morning, you still feel about as sated as you were yesterday, so...
Okay. I'm just going to wait at my bar for Sam.
Alright, Dylan, you wake up.
Wonderful. I go see what's the talk about the town in like the town square / marketplace area.
The talk about the town is that, there are apparently multiple vampires in the town that have been, murdering people. And
Specifically,
there's now a curfew.
specifically, whores.
Whores and hobos.
And
No,
so
those were
friend
just
said-
murders, as far as people could tell.
Okay, then
They
I go-
occurred in the same area where the vampire murders occurred, and
Okay,
they
so
found
it's
bite
rumored.
marks on
So
them.
it's rumored that that was vampires too. That doesn't mean it was, though.
those were vampires too.
I want to head to the bank.
Okay, you go to the bank.
I want to exchange 20 of my gold for silver.
Okay, you have 200 silver.
All right.
Just a massive bag.
Do I know if anyone prevalent in the town's church often goes to any orphanages or sick people homes and stuff like that? Does anyone of high profile standing go like make rounds and check on people?
Do you go to church?
No, but I listen about it.
You don't have that information.
All right, then I head to an orphanage.
Yay, I'm getting adopted!
No,
What are
like
you gonna
the
do
worst-
first, Poppy?
Like the worst off orphanage I can find.
God, that's so horrible.
Oh, it's fine. All right.
It's not horrible at all. He says.
Yeah, see, it's not bad. I'm not going to eat any children.
You aren't?
No, children make excellent spies.
No one
Right.
suspects the
How
child.
many
Yeah,
children
and I
do you
can-
want to adopt?
Oh, how many children are here?
The first orphanage you come to has 12 children.
How run down is it?
You were looking for rundown, so relative
I am
to
looking
south,
for the
like
worst off
outskirts of town.
orphanage I can find, possibly in the slums if there is one. The more desolate a child, the more they will obey you when you pull them from that desolation.
There aren't any incredibly horrible orphanages in the town.
But then I go to the worst off one.
Okay, there's an orphanage on the outskirts of town with one caretaker for 12 children.
I look around the place. Does it look run down at all, or does it look like it's well maintained and like decently funded?
It is not decently funded, it is not incredibly well maintained, but the lady does what she can.
I want to talk to the lady about who mainly funds her.
Oh, just charitable donations to the church. She's a nun, by the way. She is dressed like nun.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I say, well, it must be hard taking care of so many children all by your lonesome with so little to work off of.
Oh, I get by.
I say, well, I've come today because I have amassed quite a lot, and I don't want to go by and have it fall into ruin and just disappear. I was wondering if I could take a look around and meet the children and see if there was anyone who I took a liking to.
Oh, of course, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I go look around at the children. Do any of them
There are children.
bullied? Do any of them look bullied?
Not really.
Damn. Okay. I mainly look. I'm gonna roll to see. No. God damn it, I don't know which is more manipulatable. Girls or boys. Although, you know what? I want to look around. Are any of the children related to each other?
I will roll. There's a pair of twins.
Great. 2 boys, 2 girls, or guy and a girl?
Guy and a girl.
Alright. I want to go talk with them.
Okay. There are children. The, fucking nun wrangles them when you say you want to talk to them. And they don't want to sit still, but they are sitting still.
I say, quite the lively bunch. It brings a great atmosphere.
Oh, yes.
You are a truly blessed woman. And then I want to talk with the twins.
Okay. Initiate conversation.
I ask them what their biggest dream is.
The boy says, I want to be a town guard and fight all the monsters. And the girl says,
I want to be a monster and fight all the town guards. They just straight up hate each other.
She says, being a librarian and reading books all day might be nice.
I look around. How many books are in here?
She has one very beat up copy of the fucking Phantom Tollbooth.
I say, both very noble dreams. One in the suit of knowledge and order, and the other in the suit of justice and order. How would you like to come live with me, and I can help push you to your greatest strengths, as I am also looking to protect the people of this town? Should I roll deception?
No, they're children.
Okay.
They will probably just believe you.
I say, I can give you at least somewhat proper training in the way of the sword, shield, and spear. At least to my knowledge and those that I can hire. And I can provide many books, but I'm not going to take you unless you truly want to come.
They both perk up, and the boy says, we'll go, but I want my own sword.
I pull a dagger and I say, of course, but for now, this will hold its place.
He hugs it. Cuts himself a little bit.
Aw. I'm gonna roll to hold myself back. Okay.
How evil are you making your character, Dylan?
He's not evil. I'm helping children.
Definitely helping. Definitely nothing. No alternative motives here.
I'm going to make their dreams come true, just not the way they want. I'm going to convince them the church is evil. Then they get to help me frame someone for being a vampire.
Wow.
They think they're here. I need someone else to take the blame so I can fall back into the shadows. And if he wants to kill monsters and she wants to pursue knowledge, I can have her go, yes, it's all falling into place. Of course, I don't know how Charlie's going to make things go, and I could roll terribly at any time. Sweet.
Right, so you adopt the children.
Yes, and I'm taking them home with me. Okay. And on the way home, I ask what they want for dinner.
What, Dylan?
On the way home, what time is it?
Probably not that late. Like 1 in the afternoon at the latest.
Sweet. As we're walking back to my house, because I want to show them where I live, I ask if they want anything for lunch while we're in the middle of town.
Food.
But
Very good. Nice and simple. Walk up to
The
the
old
closest.
lady used to make us this thing called, soup?
Yes.
It was different from gruel. I liked it.
Did this soup have meat in it?
It was red.
I like the color red. I look at him and I say, I think you would enjoy meat. We will have a proper meal. And if you don't like it, tomorrow I will make an excellent soup. And I head to the closest butcher.
Okay.
I get
The
a
soup was basically just like tomato sauce, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You're gonna love steak. I'm gonna raise this monster, Hunter. You realize that, right?
He's gonna feel so betrayed once he knows that his entire life he grew up thinking his adopted father, was this noble man.
I am a noble man!
And then you're just like,
Then why did you suck two hookers to death?
You're a vampire,
okay.
you've killed many people,
I was fucking hungry.
You run the most morally gray places.
Yeah, morally gray. That is in the pursuit of business, but I also use that money to help the people in town. By the way, I gave the nun 50 gold.
50 gold?
Yeah, as a donation, because
That's
I like
shitload of money.
I am aware. I want to be loved.
Okay.
Love me, damn it.
I
So
will
you donated in your actual form then?
Not my the form that I show everyone when I'm out in public.
I don't think you have enough spell slots for that, Dylan.
That's true. Will they discriminate against me if I'm a tiefling, though?
To some degree, yes.
Then it's fine. If they're not just gonna straight up call me a blasphemous demon, then I'm good. I'll show them I'll donate in my true form.
Okay.
I also will be. I'm adopting the children in my true form.
Yeah.
Come live with Daddy Lucifer. That's great. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get a thick cut of steak.
Cool.
And then I just stop and grab some veggies.
Epic. That together will run you like 5 silver.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I will take them home and begin. I will show them to. How many rooms? Do I have a house?
I would assume so.
Okay,
How
how many?
pretty big house.
Yeah, probably. I probably have enough space for each of them to have their own room.
Yeah.
I will show them to their rooms respectively and ask if there is any additional furniture besides the simple bed that they would like. And we will go clothes shopping tomorrow.
Okay. The girl would like a bookshelf and some books.
Of course, and I'll talk to her afterwards. Does the boy demand anything?
He still wants a sword, but other than that, no.
I take the girl to my... Fuck, I'm coming up with this shit. Would I have a study? Probably.
Probably, yes. You are a rich man.
Yes, I will take her to my study and say, before I get your own books, feel free to look through here.
Wow-wee!
I have a locked drawer that has 4 locks on it in my desk.
Okay.
And I tell her not to touch my desk, any of the drawers on my desk, as my work is very important.
Okay.
And I say, I'm going to go cook. I will come get you when it is ready.
Okay.
And I go cook the steaks and the veggies.
Okay.
The veggies.
The veggies.
Meal is cooked. Children are fed.
Great. Yeah. I assume having a, totally full belly makes them sleepy and they want to go to bed?
Probably.
Great. I tuck them in, tell them that this is just the start of our great beginning together.
Okay.
We'll see them tomorrow. I then go to the blacksmith.
Alright.
I want the lightest, a very light, short sword.
Okay.
For a child that he can wield Easily, for now.
Okay. Do you want wood or metal for such a sword?
Oh, definitely metal.
Okay. He says that for a special order like that, you'll need to pay extra and it'll take him a while.
And how much would the cost be?
He ponders for a moment and says, 1 gold piece.
I hand him a gold piece. And I say, and how long will that take?
A week or so?
Thank you so much, and I will return in a week. To the opposing brothel! I'm just kidding.
Time to go kill more people.
I am going to head to the church.
Okay. Welcome to church.
Who does it seem is in charge? Oh, by the way, what religion is practiced here? Is it the one that hates everyone who isn't human?
There's actually one temple in the city that is dedicated to multiple religions, so there is no one in charge.
Oh, perfect. I look for someone who would be prevalent in the church or work around it, to my knowledge, like, my best assumption.
There's the priest of Sateus that everybody hates.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to anyone involved with Sateus.
And obviously, no. I want to talk to Sateus right now.
Blasphemous fucking half-demon.
Alright.
Alright, if I can't... Ooh! Actually, I'm going to go talk to him.
Okay.
I want to talk to him about his faith and why his god has damned my people.
What do you want, scum?
I say, yes, I was just wondering, because I was reading a book and found much profound knowledge in the religion that you practice with the god of Setius. But I was...
Pronounce the name right, you worm.
Wait, what? How do you pronounce it?
Sateus.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, Sateus. Oh, my apologies, as I came to talk to you to learn more about it. I was wondering why the great god Sateus chose to abandon everyone who wasn't human. As I found a lot of his teachings to be very profound and full of great hope and love. But it seems that he just doesn't want us, and I was wondering why that is.
You have no business stealing food from our bountiful earth, much less reading the teachings of our god. Get out of my sight.
My apologies, but that I cannot do. What? How are we less... How are we less deserving of the fruits of the earth, based on how we were born, which we had no act in taking part in? We were forced upon this earth in the form that we were, and because of that, we are less deserving? Is that correct?
He turns around and goes to pray at his shrine.
And I say, very well, a man of faith is a man of strength. Have a good day. I was studying his face the entire time.
Here we go.
Wonderful. I'm going to the closest, public healing center.
Okay.
I know where this is going.
I am going to... how are they doing? What is the main practice of medicine here and the equipment that they're working with?
Well, the hospital is near the church. The priests come by semi-regularly to help, but other than that, it's just some nurses and a medieval doctor, so not a very effective doctor.
So a plague doctor who's like, oh, you're infected with spider curse.
Leeches.
Wonderful. I want to talk to the head doctor in charge.
Doctor in quotes.
Yes, very heavy quotes. Is he there? And not busy?
The doctor is, in fact, seeing patients, but there doesn't seem to be anything pressing at the moment.
I want to approach him.
Okay, you approach him.
Excuse me, Doctor, and...
Your Grace. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Your Grace?
Your
What?
priestliness.
Your priestliness.
What can I do for you?
I don't look like a priest.
I thought you turned into the dude.
Oh no, I was just studying his face for later.
Okay.
Not right now.
I'm acting as a philanthropist at the moment.
Okay. It's backing up. Alright. What can I do for you, sir?
Yes, I am still... I wouldn't say I'm new to town, but I haven't made my way over here because I've been busy with my businesses the last few years, growing them to a stable situation. But I was wondering, is there any extra help that you need around here, or how much money are you getting from the church to allow you to be operating with the best equipment for the sake of the people?
Oh, we don't need too much money. We don't get too many patients. Really, we're doing all right. Thank you, though. I appreciate the sentiment.
Yes, I believe towns need to work together to ensure that they prosper. So I hope that if there's anything you need, anything at all, please come to my home, and I give him my home address.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
I'm sure we will be seeing more of each other. Please have a fine day and keep up the excellent work.
You too, sir.
Alright, what time is it by now?
Late? Like nighttime?
Perfect, okay. So, I walked into a dark alley, and I take the form of the head priest.
Okay.
Of Sateus.
Okay.
Drunk hobos.
You looking for drunk hobos?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Not being very wary about who sees me, by the way.
Okay. You get seen by some guards. You're out past curfew.
Okay, so I take on his form, but in kind of a cloak thing as well.
Did you miss the part where I said you're out past curfew?
Yeah, that's fine. Do they approach me?
Yeah.
Do they approach me and see that I am the priest of Sateus?
Yes, they say, Your Grace, you need to get back to the temple. You're out past curfew.
I hold up my water skin and I say, I am here I am here to find the abominations that desecrate our lands and sanctify them through his holiness.
With all due respect, your Grace, that is our job and not yours.
I cast sleep on them.
Okay, there's 4 of them. Roll.
Oh, there's 4 of them. I was assuming 2. Let's not get me killed today.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably kill them all, but PJ did it. He just nearly died in the process.
I don't know if Dylan has healing spells to tank through it or not.
I do not have healing spells. I have invisibility, so I can run away. I mean, I can run away better with Misty Step as well.
So?
So they're insisting that I head back to the church?
Yes, and they insist upon escorting you. Which will be pretty awkward when there's 2 of you there.
I say very well then, but all of you escorting me at once is not needed. If you're truly on the search for these foul beasts, disgust on my face, then you should divide and conquer. 2 of you will be fine enough to guard me, as I also have His Holiness protecting me.
Roll persuasion.
Rolling persuasion.
I don't know, fuck this up.
I have a +7 to persuasion. It's 25.
Of course, Your Grace.
Nat ones. We need more guards over here.
Donald, Jonathan, why don't you go continue the patrol? Be careful. Don't engage if you see anyone.
Killed 4 guards, and they actually think it's a good idea to split up.
He got a 25, man.
I mean, yeah, but like...
It was reasonable enough that I allowed the roll, and he rolled well.
Alright, so we're walking back?
Yes.
So as we're walking, I'm simply asking them about their personal lives and how guarding the city is going, and if there's anything that they're keeping from the public that I should know.
No, there's none of
Water.
that. They're not. Anything that might be, they say, they wouldn't be at liberty to disclose to you. Also, the guards are out in force tonight, moving in patrols of 4 to 6, and, you pass several on your way to the temple.
Great. I wait until I can see the fewest guards in a while, but before we get to the temple.
Okay. There's
I then
spots when it's just you and the other 2.
That's great. My voice drops from the kind of sing-song friendly voice to a very monotone and I've caught you voice. Basically my regular demon voice.
Okay.
Says, searching for monsters is a very noble action. But what if they were hiding in front of you and I cast sleep?
Okay, they stop, roll. Also roll wild magic.
Yeah. Wild magic was a nat 20.
It's a nat 1 that it triggers on, so.
Yeah. 15 plus 14 is 17. 6 is 23 plus 5. 28. So starting with the lowest one, does he have 28 hit points or less?
Yeah, they both fall asleep.
Great.
They hit the ground with a thud.
Honestly, your best bet is probably to take out those 2 guards, because they were seen with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm... Okay. So...
Kill them and drink them.
Yeah, I know. I just need to gag them first. No, I don't.
We'll gag one of them, and then
Yeah,
let the others, and then let the others scream, so that you can actually get both of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I will take out the shirt from the costume that I carry. Or, like, the smallest piece of clothing I can, ball it up and put it in one of their mouths.
Okay.
And then bind their hands with the shirt of my costume.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna drag them into an alleyway.
Alright, will do.
And then...
You just check the specifications of sleep really quick.
It lasts for a minute. That's why and if I
For
hurt...
a minute, you do not have enough time for that. Okay.
Yeah, but I can gag one, right?
You can gag one, maybe both, before they wake up.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll gag one. Can I tie their hands, both of them, before they wake up?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
There's +3, making that a 17.
I'll allow you to bind one of their hands before they wake up. As you finish tying the binding, they both wake up. They're a little disoriented.
Oh yeah, so I tied up the one that I
Rise around.
Sweet. As the other one that isn't gagged wakes up, I put my hand to his face, covering his mouth, and I cast Acid Splash.
No, they're both gagged. You have one with their hands tied up.
Oh, okay. Then I push him onto his stomach, and then I want to bite the back of his neck and begin draining him.
So you're draining one of them, the one without his hands tied behind his back?
Yeah, the one without his hands tied behind his back.
Alright, roll sleight of hand for how well you bound his hands.
I am decent with sleight of hand. 14.
14, alright. He does not break free this turn. Roll athletics to keep hold of the guard that you're draining.
$14.
Ty, roll off without modifier.
13.
11. Keep hold.
Oh my god.
How is he? Is the one that I'm exsanguinating like trying to turn his head to look at me?
No, he's trying to roll you over and push himself free.
So I don't need to use. As long as I ingest the blood, it counts.
Yes.
Sweet. I pull my dagger, slit his throat, and I start drinking more heavily.
Okay. Rolling for the other guard. Nope, he's not free. I'll roll twice more for before you finish draining the other guy. He does escape just as you've about finished draining.
I cast sleep.
You're just like, come on, I'm eating here, and you cast sleep.
Yep.
Alright, roll.
15, 17, 19.
Alright, he's asleep. It hits the ground with a thud. Also roll wild magic.
Yeah. 15.
Alright.
I finish up my meal on this guy.
Yeah, and then you move on to the next guy. Yeah, you get
yes.
400 more ounces from the two of them.
Oh, wonderful. Do either of them have a sword?
The voice in your head wakes up and says, feel better, good. And then it sort of slinks back and starts going back to sleep.
Do either of them have a sword?
They both have spears.
I will take one of their spears. I'm gonna... Do they have any money on them?
One of them has 3 silver, the other has 5.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility and go home.
Okay, roll wild magic.
10.
Alright. You make it home without incident. Congratulations.
Sweet. I'm gonna make sure that... yeah, I'm just gonna make sure there's no blood on the spear before I place it in the boys' room.
Cleaning the spear will take some effort, but I will allow you to clean spear.
Wonderful. And that is the end of my day.
Alright.
Quite the busy day.
David!
Church officials framed. Successfully. I don't know. Research.
I don't know. Research. Same questions as yesterday. What are you doing?
Library.
Library? Okay. Looking for anything in particular?
See if I could find any other books on vampires.
Roll investigation.
Anything else? My ability is still on investigation, by the way.
Alright.
I guess I used it again on investigation. I didn't have to, though. Whatever. Same thing, doesn't matter. 19.
19, okay. You find a dusty old storybook that you missed yesterday about some famous vampire knights, supposedly, in this legend that saved the world somehow.
They called him the Dark Knight of Gotham.
Okay. I'll skim the first few pages.
The voice in your head says, seem familiar.
I'll say in my head, what seems familiar? What about it? What about the book?
Too much think. Go sleep. It retreats back into its corner of your mind and goes to sleep.
Useless. I give the mental equivalent of a scoff.
It's hungry.
Sounds like it's sleepy. Doesn't sound like it's hungry. If it was hungry, it would be screaming at me to get more blood.
I mean, you do all always feel sort of hungry. Like,
Yeah, that's why
there's never a time when you would not take some extra blood, you know?
I mean, yeah, but like, at this point, it's
Does this town have any nobles?
like it's getting too suspicious to not to do anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that you should go eat people,
I mean,
but
It's kind of PJ's fault because of that.
Don't worry, I'm fixing that.
I know you're fixing it. But we still should wait a while before, and also not go so hard on it.
All I can imagine is the fucking guards showing up. So the last person that these two who are now dead was seen with was the priest of Secnium. Yeah, Sateus, a fucking A, Secnium. What do you have to say for yourself? What?
That's pretty much what I would do. Anyway, I keep reading.
Suspect me preposterous.
What
How dare you? I will have you hung.
Why would I pretend to be a member of the church that hates monsters if I was one myself?
All right.
Simply preposterous. At that I will. I'll actually return I will have brought the other book and returned it, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll check this book out, and I want to read
Okay.
it.
The librarian is somewhat interested. She says that she's never seen that book before in her entire time working there. She asks where you found it.
Was it just on a shelf?
It was just on a shelf. It was covered in cobwebs. It seemed like no one had been back there in a while.
Like that part of the library?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will want to have dusted the book off and made it look like I just got it off of a shelf. And then I'll basically show her where it would be normally in the library. Like, I don't know whether the library is sorted alphabetically by book name, by author last name, or how it's sorted, but I'd take her to where it would normally be.
Alright. She says, oh, well, I don't know how I could have missed it.
I've never seen this section of the library.
I shrug.
This door was never here. Who are you? Where am I?
That is now my personal section of the library.
Well, you see, I can't enter there. It can only be entered by vampire. Wait a second.
Hold on.
Wait.
So how did you... I found it on the streets.
Listen, unless you want to get unalived, I'd forget I said anything.
Well, damn. Too bad for you. You know too much, and
Anyways, moving on. I go home and I read the book.
Okay. The book is a tale about the Great War, how the vampires of Umbrella pitched in. It's like a children's storybook about how the vampires of Umbrella saved the kingdom from
Yep, you gotta protect our food.
Like, specifically Umbrella?
Specifically Umbrella.
Did Umbrella join the coalition after it was liberated?
Yeah.
Just like France.
The war was basically done by that point, though, when they were at the gates of the demondom.
And then just kind of told them to stay in there, don't come out, and then left.
When you get to a picture in the storybook of a very dashing, young-looking vampire, of course you'd assume that he's probably thousands of years old, but, very dashing, young-looking vampire, and standing on a rock with his sword raised, the voice in your head mumbles, Callum, and then goes back to sleep.
Callum? How long is the book? Like, it's not...
Not very long. It's just a little children's storybook.
Okay, I'll read it.
Charlie, I'm gonna own this town.
Are you now?
No, they're gonna love me.
No, I don't think you understand what's gonna happen to this town.
So I'm doing all these plans for nothing? It's not nothing. It's experience in controlling the political atmosphere.
I mean, this is actually really... If we would get to stay here for a decent amount of time, that's a really good plan.
Yeah. I was also going to convince my kids that I come from a line of monster hunters, and I had to become a vampire so I could have immortality to fight them on a front longer than a human life can sustain. Then I was going to try to get the boy to become a vampire.
I don't know that would go over very well.
Well, I mean, once he truly sees me as his father and I've trained him enough, obviously. That's how
That's a long time from now.
Yeah, I know. I was planning months ahead. But you know what? I'm having a good time. Playing with children.
Anyways, so
when do I finish the book?
You're finished with the book by like 1 PM.
Well, if I had known it was just going to be a children's book, I wouldn't have bothered checking it out. I would have just read it in the library.
Alright.
I go back to the section I have recently uncovered from the depths of the library.
Yeah, it's weird. It's dusty. It's kind of squirreled away. It seems like the librarians don't usually come back here.
Like how, like were I to like get a chair in there and just read in there, would anyone notice me? Like how squirreled away?
No one would probably notice you. Not that there are very many librarians in the first place. There are like 2 of them.
Cool. This is
and one of them just sits at the front desk all day.
This is my new favorite place to hang out. What else is having not showed the librarian that book now, I will put it back where I found it. And what other cool books are back here?
It's mostly just really old titles, not particularly interesting ones.
Here's the Bible.
The Bible of Sateus.
They are titles that you have not seen duplicates of in other parts of the library. There's one discourse on the origins of Viridian that doesn't really accomplish much. Just basically says that there's not much known about it in many, many pages. Some other stuff, some archaeological records of ancient Umbrellan civilization, boring stuff like that. Some storybooks. There's one gripping novel about the pirate of the Delcaran Sea, Rodrigo.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so...
It's just really old stuff.
Pretty much.
Nothing else. Nothing about anything I'm interested in.
Not particularly.
What about the archaeological records? Is that like a book on archaeological records, or is that?
It is a book on archaeological records, and like a dude. It's written by a dude that surveyed various archaeological sites around Umbrella. If you want to read through it, you can read through it.
Actually, sure. Yes, I do.
All right. It is a pretty long volume.
Well, not like all of it right now. I don't expect to be able to read all of it right now.
It starts with, have you heard the tragedy of death?
How long do you want to spend reading, and are you just like skimming, or are you actually reading?
I'm mostly skimming. I want to see if there's anything, like, any of those sites, like Ancient Umbrella art, like, buildings or architecture or other such places that would be good, like, hideouts, say, for a cult, say.
For a cult to say.
That's that I'm not a part of.
Let's say you were indoctrinating children into a monster fighting scheme, let's say. And you needed a place to train these children to fight.
Like, say, maybe an organization of abyssals, say.
Say possibly, yeah.
Well, there are several ruins scattered around Umbrella, but none of them would provide particularly more protection from the elements or whatever. Make a particularly better location for a base than any of the others, with the exception of Castle Austerlitz, which the author was smart enough not to approach.
Speaking of, do I have any missions coming up or anything, or?
They will contact you if they have anything. It's only been a few days since your last one. They usually give you somewhat of a break between.
How long is somewhat?
Like 4 to 7 days.
4 to 7 days, okay.
Sometimes longer, depending on whether or not they have very much for you.
Okay. That's fine.
Also in the book, you note that the author in several of the ruins found artwork depicting vampires in particular over other monsters. And one particular work that depicted them fighting with monsters and apparently being thanked in some way. The picture that he referenced was cut off, but he assumed thanked by humans.
So Ancient Umbrella appears to... Vampires in Ancient Umbrella were actually good things.
Is the town gonna get murdered?
What do you mean?
Is everyone in the town gonna be killed?
Who knows?
So, what's up with this Castle Austerlitz? Because it's not in the info dump.
It should be. Hold on. If it isn't, then I will fix that.
I Control F'd it and I didn't find anything. That doesn't mean it's not in there. Locations. Demon Scar, Syllabar, Shadewild, Zorothian Academy, Great Library of Nari, Dalkarian Sea. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it is also mentioned in the section for vampires in the races descriptions.
Oh, hey. That guy's... I see where this is going. Okay, I know where the plot takes us.
Do you now?
Yes. And I know the event that is going to force us that way if we don't go that way on our own.
Do you now?
Not so obvious, or obvious foreshadowing is obvious.
Alright. So are you just spending the rest of your day reading, or are you stopping at, like, late afternoon? That was your plan?
Like late afternoon, yeah.
Okay.
Is there... How far away is Castle Austerlitz from Tala?
It is on the most recent map update. It's not that far, like 50 miles maybe? Try to scroll up through all of that. Let me just make sure of my positioning.
You pinned it. I just wasn't sure how, like, scaled this map was, like, where...
I have a scale
how
in
far
the
things
top
are.
right.
Ooh. I see.
So, yeah, a bit less than 50 miles.
Yeah. A bit less than 50. You're right. Yeah, that's it for now.
Alright, so you just
I think
go to
that's...
sleep, that's the end of your day?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for that day.
Alright, Alright, so PJ, you wake up in your tavern. Arnon's already up. He waves good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Arnon.
What's up?
Something, a couple of things have, come up. So if, I'm not around as often, or, I start acting strangely, just know that, there's, some issues. I cannot maintain the detective voice while, doing things. Give me a moment. But I basically just tell him, like, hey, I'm gonna be, like, more infrequent and might act strange time to time.
Okay. What time is your tavern open?
It's, seeing as how it's a alcoholic service, I would assume, like, 1 o'clock at the earliest.
Okay.
It's rookie hours. I open 9 a.m. sharp. That's my bar.
So, main plan is still waiting for Sam, but, one of the first things I do is, like, once I get a chance, like, if I find a rat or a bug or anything, I'm going to vow of enmity it and then kill it, because I need charisma.
That is very exploitable, and I'm gonna fix that, but I'll allow it for now.
Do not fix it.
I am going to fix it. You cannot kill CR0 things for a charisma boost.
Okay.
I'll allow it for now, though, because I did not actually specify.
Okay. Do we just say that works, or...
Kill a bug, you have charisma.
Okay. Then I'm just waiting for Sam.
Yeah, he shows up a few minutes after the bar opens.
Okay. I draw Sam into a private room.
Okay.
Okay. Sam, you... Okay, let's get straight down to it. I have heard multiple rumors of, vampirism, and that being the reason that, there's a curfew now.
Yeah. We're handling it. Got some, Inquisitors coming in today from the Knights of Citeus. They'll smoke them out.
Okay, that sounds good, but, so, you know that I, have some experience as a paladin, right?
I am aware.
So, I was doing some thinking, and, vampires, like, you know, during the day, all that sort of stuff, when, you know, when they want to be less conspicuous, or when they're trying to hide from you guys, they tend to run around in more secluded places, sewers and the like. And, I'm afraid that...
Sewer system.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought we established that my, tavern had a escape route via a sewer or something.
Via a tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, underground sort of things, and I was just thinking, seems like, people I'm protecting might be, endangered by such a thing, you know. I want to lay low, it wants to lay low. Some overlap there, right?
Of course.
And
Actually, needed to talk to you about that anyways. I got word of some shadow guards coming in today as well. Looking for escaped tieflings. You may want to get them out regardless.
yeah. Well, what I was initially going to ask you to do was, is there any way that I can get, an exemption from curfew? Because I'd like to help take the thing out. First off, I will discuss an escape plan with you as well, but that's why I brought you here.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They'll be dead by day's end, and the curfew will be lifted. The knights are bringing their hunting dogs.
I see. Out of character, do I know how hunting dogs work, or their effectiveness?
Roll your choice of nature or history.
Nature or history are equal, so this is just an int check. Dice work with me. Yeah, no, I know nothing. That's a 5.
Alright.
How do such things operate?
Dylan and David, if you want.
Oh, what? Definitely want to roll if I get to roll for something, I'll roll for it.
Your choice of nature or history.
Nature or history. I'm pretty sure I'm equally bad at both of those. Yep. I don't have my skill proficiency to put into either of them, so we're just going with it. 17.
Okay, you will know what Bartleby will tell PJ in a moment. Or not Bartleby, fucking Johnston, whatever the fuck
Sam.
you called him. You're
Sam.
Bartleby.
Just say Sam.
Sam.
Guard Captain Man.
Guard Captain Man, yes. We'll assume that Dylan will roll whenever he returns.
Guard Captain of all guard.
Alright, so anyways, you were asking about the hounds, PJ?
Yeah.
The knights have these domesticated shadow beasts, monsters. I don't know how the hell they get control of them, but they're able to sniff out other abyssals.
I see. Is it really that effective, though? Being able to scout out an entire city?
I believe that their plan is to have everyone stay in their houses, and they'll bring the dogs door to door. Hopefully we'll be done before 8, but who knows? Maybe I'll swing by for a drink after.
Perhaps. Okay, then escape plans. If Cetaeus is Shadow Guard's being beefed up, looking for everybody, I have my tunnel system. You know about that, but I have next to no clue, where to throw everyone if they're gonna start marching in.
You have connections that you can access, PJ, for emergencies, but
I do not have the details of that, so...
You do not. We'll say in the capital. You can go to the capital and don't bring people into the capital. Obviously, that's a bad idea. But you can go to a specific bar and order a specific thing, and you will be given a connect early. Normally, they only send people every so often to take anyone from you that wants to move on to a different country or whatever.
Okay, well, lastly, here's my concern, and also another reason why it would be very helpful if I could get some way somehow to get out of curfew, just so I could set some things up.
Okay, you have 3 people plus yourself and Arnon, so 5 times 2 days of rations will run you like 5 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll just pick that up, and I guess I'll march my posse to the capital.
All right.
Tunnel system. I'll pull Arnon aside and be like,
This is date issue, isn't it?
yes.
Alright, I screwed up some of my dates and times in that conversation with the fucking guard captain then, but it's the result is the same.
Why?
Guard captain.
Are the dogs not coming? Are they coming day 4?
They're coming day 3. He's on day 2.
Day 3. Oh, that's why you know. Okay.
So
Knowing that, I want to change some stuff.
the guard captain is a time traveler. Okay.
Yes, he's a time traveler. He just got
Arnon,
confused.
Arnon, we have to leave.
Don't worry, we have plenty of wait, what day is it?
2.
It appears we've been had, Arnon.
Well, that's not good. So, you are marching. That is basically your day. Actually,
Yeah.
it's 2 days. So,
Time skip.
except not because the others have to go.
No, PJ is obviously the only one playing at this point. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's the most important. He's the MC. We can just
Yeah,
doesn't
see,
matter what happens to us.
after he got the town to realize that we were here, he just dipped.
Would I know that the dogs are coming day 3, or would I just know what they do?
You know
I don't
what
even
they
think
do,
that-
and
I don't
And
even.
the king is a piece of shit who's working with the Knights of Sadeas.
Dylan, did you want to roll that check as well?
Sure.
History or nature?
Is it? Oh, it's nature.
History or nature.
Oh, okay. Oh, look, I'm equally bad at both of them.
That's what both me and PJ said.
16.
Has proficiency history.
No, why would I? I don't need to know shit.
16's
I
good
can
enough.
bite people and drink their essence.
You are aware of the dogs that can sniff the abyssal.
Am I an abyssal?
Yes. You are half abyssal, now you're like 3/4 abyssal.
Yeah, because I have that fucking vampire thing going on.
Vampire's only a quarter?
So I should use the kids to buy me
You guys are mostly vampire and growing more vampire by the day, but
I mean, knowing that, I would have wanted to, day 2, spend the afternoon getting residents outside of Tala and not...
so leaving.
Yes, leaving, not being in this place anymore.
Okay. Let's say you just pack it up after you finish with your books. So where do you want to go? Are you going...
I am taking the archaeology book with me.
Okay. I'm bringing the
'Cause-
kids book, bro?
Sure, why not? We'll take the kids' book too. Just as a refresher for the voice in my head. Just a quick history lesson. Make sure it remembers.
keep its mind sharp.
Yeah. You know, that type of thing.
Okay. So, where do you want to go? I haven't designed any other towns, but there are, in fact, other cities and towns in existence that you could go to. that I will make if you so desire.
I don't want to leave the Tala area. I just want to go a decent ways outside of it.
So you're just like making camp outside the city?
A decent ways outside the city, but yes.
Alright.
Like, how much for, like, I don't know, 3 days rations, I guess. Go with that, play it safe.
For one person is a gold and 5 silver.
That's, like, expensive.
Wow, y'all are fucking poor.
Gold and 5 silver. Like, expensive, bro.
Hey, I started with 80. Not that poor.
I started with 500.
Yeah, but you're rich. I'm not poor.
15! And that's what I get from stealing from the dead.
So do I just know of the dogs, or do I know they're coming?
You know of the dogs, and that the Knights of Cetius has access to them.
Okay, then can I have a bunker/cellar type area under my house that I keep food and water in case the dogs show up?
You cannot design such a thing and build it in a day, so no.
Yeah, but if I knew of them for the 3 years I was here, wouldn't I have...
I mean, he's a tiefling, so I feel like...
Before.
You know what? I am a tiefling. They can smell me.
Okay, but like they can tell that you are not, that you're just a tiefling, so like...
Oh, okay. So they only care if you're a vampire.
Or a different abyssal.
Nice, okay. Well, damn, now where am I gonna hide my kids? The attic, like Anne Frank.
So, Dylan, you wake up,
kidding.
It's like 8 in the morning.
Sweet. I go check on the kids.
The kids are sleepy.
The kids are the kids.
I make breakfast.
Good for you. Breakfast.
I leave 2 plates of made breakfast on the table for them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go by the church and see if anything's become of my plans.
Okay, you swing by the church. The priest of Cetius is not there, but he could just be sleeping.
That's a good point. Is anyone else there?
There is a priest of Erinar.
Switch back so I can figure out what the fucking Erinar is.
What the fucking Erinar is?
I guess I'm gonna talk to them for like a half hour about their religion.
Okay.
And why they
about the commerce religion.
Wonderful. Does that increase how much I can sell my horse for? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I will, I don't know. Fucking A. I will go to the bookstore.
To the bookstore. Okay, there is one small bookstore in the city.
Wonderful. How many books do they have?
A decent amount. I don't know. It's a relatively small bookstore. We'll go with like, I don't know.
Dylan's about to buy
books.
all of their books, make them the richest man ever.
No, I'm
but
not
have no books.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna buy like 20 books, ranging from like kids' books up to books that are hard for me to read almost.
Okay. That'll run you like 3 gold.
Yeah, okay. What a fucking travesty to my collection.
Yeah, whatever. You're not gonna recover from this financial devastation.
I just realized the gold is worth a lot more than I thought, and I gave the orphanage 50 gold.
Yeah, Dylan, you did.
I would like to buy one child, please.
Maybe there's a discount if we buy them in bulk.
Fuck, we'll just take the whole orphanage.
Hello, welcome to our orphanage.
You like my wife's tea?
I made the tea.
Yeah, I buy the. Yeah, I'll go buy a bookshelf. I'll go buy a bookshelf and have it taken to my home.
Okay. You have purchased item.
Wonderful! I go set up the bookshelf with the books in the little girl's room.
Question.
Right, I should probably know their names.
I should probably come up with their names.
Yeah.
My name is...
I'm not abandoning my children.
Alright.
I never said you would.
Dylan, as you're on your way home after buying your hand crossbow, the bell at the center of town rings 3 times, which is the signal to... It's not... Okay, it's a shelter in place, but it's not like a super...
Oh, it's not...
Shelter
It's
in
not
place is not the
DEFCON
right
3?
word.
It's not
stay in
DEFCON
your
3?
homes, is what it is.
Okay. Then I continue on my way home.
Yeah.
I think I can deal with some mangy fucking mutts.
There's a bit more than made you fucking mutts.
I know, but I'll just use wild magic. Hope
for the best.
When in doubt, I have enough blood to activate wild magic.
You become a potted plant for a round. Congratulations.
That would be fantastic, because then I'm no longer abyssal. I am a plant.
I mean,
For
yeah.
a round.
Yeah, so the dogs will ignore me, right?
For a
6
round.
seconds.
That's fine. How much blood does a dog have?
You wouldn't know that.
I'll find out soon enough.
Somewhere between puppy blood and wolf blood.
That's great.
Yeah, they're gonna get to your house pretty quick. Anything you doing in the meantime?
Do I get to my house first?
Yeah.
I take the kids and put them in the attic.
Okay.
And I tell him,
Save the town from what?
well, I think something's coming, because they're ringing the bell.
I think.
I get the distinct impression.
I get this distinct impression. I don't know why. It's just a gut feeling. Dong, dong. Now, if I'm not back by morning, the house is yours, and good luck.
Good luck.
I believe in you.
But I'm not ready for a mortgage.
Oh, don't worry. If you break into the locked drawer of my desk, there's 300 gold coins. That's by the way. I just want him to feel safer. I would never tell my children where I keep the majority of my money. Which, for you guys to know, is under a floorboard in my brothel.
The most secure location.
Well, in my private office that has 6 locks on it.
Okay.
Under my...
So, what are you doing after you lock the children in the attic?
I'm gonna go fucking outside and use my wings to fly up and survey the area.
You have wings?
I'm a feral tiefling.
They get wings?
Yeah, because I took flying as the trait. I have a 30 speed. I mainly wanted it because it completes my aesthetic as a vampire. And I love it.
Okay.
No, don't lie. You mainly wanted it because you can fly.
I can fly anyway with magic. I was assuming we're vampires, we'd get to fly at some point, but I want to be Marceline the Vampire Queen Guy Edition, okay? And Marceline turns into a big bat with wings, and soon I will be able to do the same.
Alright, so...
And yes, I like flying, David.
So, you are flying. From your position, you can see multiple groups of Knights of Cetaeus alongside Shadow Hounds knocking on doors, having the hounds sniff people and searching the houses and then leaving to go to the next house. Also, one of said groups notices you and is heading your way.
They are coming.
The voice in your head screams at you, run, 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 run.
So I cast invisibility.
Okay.
And then I fly away.
Alright, where are you going?
Like 100 feet out. I want to have a decent view of my house, so if I have to get back there to save my kids, I can. So I'm just like outside of town in the air, waiting for them to leave.
Okay. Well, after an hour, your invisibility wears off.
Yep.
So you will probably be noticed if you're going to continue watching your house. Also, roll wild magic before we go any further for that invisibility cast.
That's a very good point. That's a crit fail.
Okay, I'm gonna roll on the wild magic table.
What?
Actually, first you want to use your...
So did they go to my house in that time?
Yes, they do go to your house, and, they go inside, stay inside for a little bit, presumably searching it, and then come back out.
Oh, fuck. Kids are dead. I'm just kidding.
Rip.
Luckily, the town...
Be right back.
Some of them know that I'm a distinguished businessman. I could say I was away on business.
Okay, search it for what?
I'm just walking around, really. Just anything of note.
You find David's camp.
Wait.
Character interaction.
Oh, howdy.
Is David here?
David went away for a bit. He said he'll be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom then. I will be back. You can
I'm
play
back.
on player interaction while I am gone.
David's back.
Who are you?
Fuck, what's my name?
So, us two are both named Jack. Maybe you can be the third Jack.
I go by Kiryu. Kiryu.
Hi, Kiru.
Close enough.
How about you just move along?
Well, I got some time to spare, and it's much better sharing some company with a stranger than walking around here.
Well, unfortunately for you, I don't got time to spare.
It looks like you're setting up a camp, or that you already set up a camp. Aren't you just chilling or hanging out here?
I'm here for a very specific reason.
That sounds interesting. Would you mind sharing it with a fellow passerby?
Yes, I would mind sharing it, so I'm not going to share it.
I suppose that makes sense. I sit down at your camp. So, how long you been out here, wandering around?
Couple days.
Pretty nice. The weather's been perfect out here for just being out here in the wilderness, and that's pretty lucky. I hear there are a lot of rumors going around in town that there are vampires.
Really? I just recently got here. You can roll insight if you want to.
Sure.
And I will roll deception.
Yes.
What is my deception? That is a
20.
great question. I don't think I got a 22. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. I got a 22. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly. Sure. No modifiers.
16.
13.
Ooh. Sure.
So I'm lying. I have been in town.
Yeah, I'm like, sure thing. Definitely. What do you do for work? Or are you a hunter out here? One of those autotrophs. No, that's not the word.
Okay, Dylan.
I say that in character, by the way.
I spend most of my time helping out at the library.
Oh, so you are from town?
I returned and realized I forgot something kind of important. Did player-on-player interaction happened already?
Yeah, we're still talking. He told me to leave,
happening.
So I sat down at his camp and started talking to him.
Naturally.
Okay.
Obviously.
Both of you hear the voices in your head say something along the lines of, "Seem familiar."
I look him dead in the eye and I go, you seem kind of familiar.
I look at you.
I head home.
Okay. You head home. Are you trying to go through the gate, or are you flying over the wall? What you doing here?
Yeah, I'll fly over the wall.
Okay. Fly over the wall.
Time to check my house. Are my kids alive?
Your kids are alive, yes.
Oh, thank God. Are they still in the attic?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. So I open it and I go, oh, thank God you guys are here. I was watching over the house. I saw them come in and leave abruptly. But you guys weren't with them, and they didn't have any blood. So I was hoping you guys were okay. Are you okay?
The scary dog sniffed us and then they left.
So they found you?
Yeah?
I say fucking infernal under my breath.
What did you say, mister?
Oh, I just coughed. I ran all the way back here. My lungs are a little hurt.
That didn't sound like a cough. That sounded like fucking infernal.
That sounded like a word of my favorite song. Start singing infernal lullabies. What was the Nuns of Empire? I say, so what do you guys want for dinner?
Food.
People.
Food like last night.
People.
I will make this. I go make dinner.
Okay. You create the dinner.
We consume. Do I need to eat real food?
No, you don't. And in fact, real food doesn't taste very good. And it makes you really, really need to shit.
Neat. Then I'm just gonna not eat.
Why aren't you eating, mister?
I don't know. I'm just so full of worry. I was so worried about you guys. I lost my appetite.
The boy is all proudly, we're fine. Don't worry, I'll protect you, mister. I don't know why I decided on this voice for him, but it's decided now.
I go, oh,
I hate that voice.
You adorable little bastard. Yeah, he's going to bed anyway. He can just go to bed fucking naked. He's a little boy. That came out way wrong.
Yes, it did.
It came out. It did come out very wrong, Dylan.
Yes, it did. I got way too into the role of the priest.
Alright, so, Dylan, are you doing anything else for this day?
It's still night?
Yep.
So the priest of commerce is a vampire too. I'm just kidding. Using mold earth, I'm gonna get to start working on a underground thing that's more easy to hide kids.
Okay.
This keeps coming out so long.
So you're making a basement.
Yes, I'm making a basement, and I'm not. It's for my kids, not the ones I kidnap.
The ones I
That's
kidnapped
not
go
what I
to
meant.
The ones I kidnapped the helps.
God damn.
Dylan, just stop talking.
I'm gonna
about
shut up
kids.
now.
Yeah, that's about it. And you're just reading more of the archaeological thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't really have any more information for you from there.
I come upon forcing a light friendship upon you. And you told me where you spend your time. I will find you.
Yeah, that's if you find the back corner of the library, the dark corner of the library where I spend all my time.
Oh, okay. So I pick a wall, follow it all around the library, and then search all the halls. I'm just kidding. I'll just ask where the weird dude is that spends all his time in the library.
Librarians don't know. They don't pay attention.
One of them just sits at the front desk reading all day.
The other one's on their phone playing solitaire. I'm just kidding.
Yes, they have really advanced technology for some reason.
And it's only the librarians, and they can't explain how they got it.
So are you doing anything else in particular this day?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Moving on to day 4 then. PJ is on his way to the capital. Yay!
Do I manage to go that many days without getting thirsty again?
You are still hungry. You get slightly hungrier by the day, but you evidently don't need to eat as much as humans do. You don't need to eat regularly.
Okay, so
You
4
always
people.
want food, but you rarely need food.
So 4 people is about 4 days worth. Can I discern that?
4 people is more than 4 days worth. You don't you don't really need food all that often. You just always
Okay.
want food.
Got it. Has the voice come up at any point?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I suppose once we get into the capital, I go through the whole contact thing. But first I need to find a hole to shove all my tieflings in.
Yes.
Do I have the information to find some such hole?
Survival. You will arrive in capital late on day 4.
Late on day 4? Okay.
Yes.
Survival is a 19.
Okay, yeah, you can find a good spot to hide them relatively nearby the capital.
Okay. You boys wait here. I'll try to get something sorted out.
Also, in the woods near the capital, you find a weird red-leaved tree, and the voice says, "Tree, important, not no, thinking hard," and then it goes to sleep.
I mean, if I can't discern anything about the tree, I'll go do my contacts there.
Dude, it's obviously Vietnamese. It's gonna talk.
By the time you're in town, most of the bars are closed, including the ones that the one that you were told to make contact at.
Beans. Can I try and find anywhere that would, like, have magic book?
There's the library, which is closed, and the bookstores, which are also closed.
Beans.
There's not a whole lot of stuff that's open late at night in a land filled with monsters that are nocturnal.
How, like, patrolled is the area?
It is relatively heavily patrolled. It's more heavily patrolled than, Tala.
Do I need sleep?
Not really, no.
Okay.
You need, like, 5 to 6 hours a night, so less, but you need something.
I'll spend my spare sleeping time before trying to get, like, a motel or something, or at least a particularly comfortable heap of trash. I don't know, see if I can find someone getting mugged or something.
Roll investigation, I guess? To find people to eat?
Investigate for crime.
Find a violent person. Survival, you said? Or, no, investigation. Sorry. 15.
No, there's no one out and about, really.
Beans. This is a very productive night.
I want to spend this day looking for, I don't know, someone.
For person.
A hunter. Someone outside the city. And preferably not on a busy road.
Roll investigation.
Sure. Investigation is still my proficiency thingy. 17.
Yeah, you find a couple of dudes stalking prey.
Couple? That's more than one. Damn it.
You can handle 2 people.
But still, it's not one person. How separated are they?
Not very.
Define not very. Can they see each other?
Yes.
Are they looking at each other?
Not actively, no.
Could I theoretically stab one and then stab the other before he realizes that his friend was stabbed?
I'm back.
Potentially. You would have to be very quick about it. But you could potentially do it, yes.
Sure. I can do that.
You go in.
I'm gonna roll stealth
while holding your hand over his mouth, and then do the other one.
Yeah, roll stealth to make this happen. Set it up right. Numbers 25.
Okay, yeah, you pull it off.
Because it's rogue stealth.
Yes.
I don't know what you expected.
Both of them are now leaking delicious food onto the ground.
Get as much as I can from each.
Okay.
Probably like 150 from one and then 100 from another, I'd say.
Total.
360. I'll take it. It's better than none. 1,000, and then cover up the bite marks.
Okay.
60. Not like I mean like as if their skin was cut there.
You slit their throats. You can just kind of like stick your pointies in the slit, and you're fine.
Mm-hmm. And then, how brutally maimed are people when they get killed by the monsters?
They're usually eaten. So.
Cool. I guess I'll just bury these guys because I've got nothing better to do with my time.
Alright. You bury them. Still got a little time left in the day. It's like later afternoon, like 3:30.
Cool. Just, I don't know, go back to camp.
Okay. You finished reading the archaeology book yesterday, so you're out of book to read.
I'm up to 1,060 ounces, if that means anything.
It means that you are less than halfway to ranking up.
How much is it to rank up?
3,000. It should have been included on the thing I sent you.
That is what that means.
Probably, I skimmed it all.
The thing I actually DM'd you, not the info dump.
Oh. Someone DM'd me?
That's what I do for that day.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, rank up requirement.
Dylan?
Yup.
It is day. It is morning.
I thought Dylan went before David.
No, because David needs to go to bed at 9.
Yeah. I did not expect the day to go so fast for him. We may be able to squeeze in day 5 here.
I make breakfast.
What did you expect me to do?
I don't know, something other than kill 3 people and then go back to camp.
I'm waiting out the dogs. I don't know what you want from me.
It's gonna be a while.
I think they're gone.
Alright, Dylan. So, you make...
Yeah. Yeah, I make the kids breakfast. I leave it on the table. Are they awake?
No. You wake up earlier than them, usually. The children needs their sleep, especially after staying up late the previous day.
Yeah. I'm gonna go buy some clothes for both of them.
Okay. You leave house and head for clothes shop.
Yes.
Yeah, and on the way you notice a patrol that has a dog with it. Very, very black and shadowy dog with red eyes.
Ooh.
Also known as the thing that will out you.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking murder dog. How far away am I? And am I, like, direct line of sight?
You were turning a corner, you're like 200 feet away, they're coming towards you.
Sweet. Yeah, as I'm around the corner, I use mold earth to get underground if the ground is loose enough, which I assume it is.
Can you do that?
Yeah, mold earth. You can move, if it's loose earth, which is basically dirt, sand, or anything that isn't super compact, would be, you can do a 5-foot cube at a time. So I do it twice, and then I move shit back on top.
That doesn't quite work. You excavate it, but you don't shape it, so you can't, you excavate a hole, but then you can't put dirt back over yourself without it falling onto you.
I'm fine with it falling onto me.
So you're going to bury yourself alive.
He's a vampire, he doesn't really need to breathe.
Do I need to breathe?
Yes, you do.
Why?
What kind of whack vampires are these?
Yeah, we need to sleep.
Non-undead vampires.
We need to sleep. We need to breathe.
What whack shit is this?
You can survive in the sun. Be grateful.
Invisibility.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Invisibility. Fly up.
Okay.
Use sorcery.
Magic.
Yeah. Crit fail.
Are you going to choose to not have?
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to not crit fail.
Okay.
God damn it! That takes like fucking 300 of my blood.
No, it doesn't. That's your passive. Passives do not take.
Oh shit! It is. God, I need to read things better.
Generally considered a good idea.
Anyway,
Be right back, I'll double check.
yeah, I fly up.
Okay, you are fly up.
Since I'll be invisible,
it gets to your previous position and then moves on.
Neat. Since I'll be invisible for 2 hours, I'm just gonna go spy on like the higher ups in the village. Should I roll stealth to get to the next room?
Sure.
Nat 20.
Okay, you reach the study. The mayor is no longer in here.
Oh, sweet. I search it.
There's a lot of documents about, like, fucking, city planning, that kind of thing.
About, like, stuff the mayor would have.
Anything incriminating at all?
Nope.
No pictures of little naked boys?
The camera hasn't been invented yet.
Sorry, portraits.
Yes, the mayor hires an artist to paint pictures of naked little boys for him.
Thank you. I just needed to know that. Yeah, okay. I set fire to his study.
How?
A firebolt.
Okay. I believe that can also trigger wild magic, so...
No, it's not a leveled spell.
Okay. Okay, his study is now on fire.
Sweet.
You have done this for no reason.
Arson.
No, there is a reason.
Arson.
Arson.
This is just the first stage of my 12-stage plan to become the new mayor.
First step, kill the man.
No. Okay, if he dies, it's all good for me. But if he doesn't, I can proclaim in a bit when I also throw some other his way he's not prepared to deal with. That he can't protect his family. How can he protect us?
And how's that supposed to get you elected?
Because I have money, and I will help the infrastructure.
Screw the rules, I have money.
I also have high charisma, so I'm a good politician.
Alright, his house is now burning down, and you leaving? Out which door?
Protection from good boy.
Power word destroy beast.
And animal.
Monster.
I don't have any of them. Hang on.
Befriend animal.
Animal friendship is a spell.
Is it a living creature?
Probably.
How many guards?
4 guards plus 5 knights pace.
So 4 pushovers plus 5 knights of Staeus.
Yeah, 4 guards that together amount to a CR of 1/2.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, the thing is, I have a 2nd level spell slot, and 4 1st level spell slots, and the spell sleep.
I'm back again.
That's how sleep works. So.
Well, it lasts a minute. I'm pretty sure it's an action to cast, which is 6 seconds. So if I can get them all to sleep, I can slit some throats.
Yeah, but the thing is that if they have more than 40 health at most, then you physically can't.
That is very true. Ah, fuck.
Also, it is the lowest health creature, so
No,
you
I'm
have
here.
to assume the dog is the...
I'll just fly away.
Okay, you fly away without incident.
No, there was an incident. I burnt down his house.
There definitely was an incident.
Fly away without incident is understating what I did this morning.
There is no incident that occurs during the flying of the away.
That's great. So I want to stop by my brothel.
Okay, you stop by your brothel.
I collect the money that was, like, from the last 3 days, the profit.
Okay, profit is like 40 gold.
Sweet. Who is the least performing hooker?
We'll call her Cindy.
How many guys did she get? But you're not bringing in
Yeah,
you're not bringing in a good amount of money, so it can't be that because you're not working hard.
I was checking to see if you were doing it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing my best.
At 8:30?
Oh, okay.
I assume.
If you want them to.
Sweet. The brothel has a basement that nobody knows about, and it's only accessible through my office.
Okay.
Perfect. Cindy,
Cindy, I'd like you to come to my sex dungeon.
Cindy, I wanted you to stay after work today so I can teach you a thing or two about how to really up your profit. You say you're here for money, let's make you some money.
Oh, okay.
That already sounds threatening.
Understand, this is a business. And if you're going to be a cog in the machine, I got to understand that you're properly lubed. I'm kidding. Oh.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, I'll be going now.
Yeah, I want to see you back. I want to see you after closing tonight.
Don't worry, I'll be coming for you.
Oh god, I live.
All right. So, are you doing anything else before it is time for you to eat a hooker?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can buy some like shackles from the blacksmith.
You can have them commissioned. He doesn't have any on hand.
Oh fuck! Does he know anyone who might?
No.
Sweet, I had
Town
to.
guard, but like.
I head to the gym. I give him a gold for discretion.
Everyone knows that the town guard has shackles and handcuffs and stuff. That's.
Just walk up to the town guard. Hey guys, I'll give you like
to buy
10
one
gold.
shackles, please.
You know what? You know what? As I'm gonna walk up to the town guard after disguising myself, of course, and say, "Excuse me, are there shackles for sale?"
What? No.
Are you sure? I can pay quite handsomely. I have a person who's trying to buy them discreetly for erotic purposes, and he's willing to pay quite a bit because he can't get any blacksmith to commission it.
No.
Are you sure?
We're the town guard, not a general store.
Not broken at all, TM.
Well, you know what? Your abilities are not broken at all, TM, so shut the fuck up.
Mine just lets me do sneak attack to other people.
Yeah, but you are of the rank of the one right now.
Sneak attack is a d6. It's not that much.
Take 4 damage.
Dylan, I think you're fucked.
Hey, you know what? Step off.
That was a crossbow bolt because I'm stupid and didn't do what I said I was gonna do. So there's the crossbow bolt, and then I need to look up guiding bolt.
It's an attack roll, wisdom plus prof.
Shit.
Okay.
Does 4d6 rate. Now, is he wearing a crossbow bolt, or is it equipment?
That's a good question.
Does it become invisible when it is lodged inside of him?
Yes, the crossbow bolt is invisible. The blood coming out of you is not. I'm not going to have there be any significant loss of ounces for this, because I'm nice, but,
Yes, thank you. I get the fuck out of there.
You just exit through the door as they run after you.
I don't have any second level spell slots left, so I can't cast Mist.
Oh yeah, roll wild magic for the fucking...
Disguise self and invisibility.
I didn't get it, but using my second one of the day, I force wild magic to trigger.
On the invisibility?
Yes.
That is a profoundly bad idea. Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, so...
Yes, that is very true.
What is this building made of?
Wood.
Firebolt. Firebolt. I am resistant to fire. I am not resistant to crossbow bolts. Yeah, I set the fucking place ablaze.
Arson.
You're not leaving, you're setting the building on fire. Or you leaving.
They're just came at the door and hit me again. Yeah, set the building on fire.
Okay, so they're going to be able to track you by the fire bolts, which are originating from your position.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
It's a wooden house, and I'm blasted.
Are you flying or on the ground?
How much room is there in here?
I thought you were going outside.
Am I? Did I get outside?
You can get outside. You were close to the door.
Okay, then yeah, I go outside, and then I start blasting fireballs.
Alright, you can fly up to 10 feet in the air outside the entrance.
I will fly 10 feet into the air.
Okay. You are fly. They come out, and the priest is shooting a guiding bolt at you with disadvantage. Actually, technically, the firebolt is an attack, so I'm pretty sure that drops invisibility.
It does, yes.
So, you are not invisible, so I'm fine with
Dylan!
Yeah, we're fine.
That's a hit.
That's great.
4d6. 4d6.
We are fine, Dylan.
Is it actually 46?
Yes, it is 4d6.
Oh, sweet, I'm gonna die.
16, and the next attack roll made against you has advantage.
Oh, sweet dog.
Rolling shoot with crossbow at advantage.
I rolled a kill.
It's because of advantage. Assuming... Well, what is your AC, actually? Is it...
Oh, 13, and I have 2 health
13.
left. Dead.
Oh, yeah. Why did you do this, Dylan?
Because I thought they were shooting me when I left the door anyway, so
You were invisible!
There's a door! You shoot at the door, you hit the invisible man!
You flew 10 feet above the doorway!
I didn't know it.
You want to go back, Dylan, and not use firebolts.
That'd be great.
Because this is a campaign in which I cannot have you guys die. It screws with everything. If one of the flying.
I will do the whole running away thing.
Yeah, that's the smart decision.
I'm gonna go buy rope instead of shackles.
You're going to go buy rope while you're bleeding from a hole in your chest.
You're right. I go steal rope while I'm invisible.
Sure. You steal some rope.
What is happening?
I go to the river and then I pull out the fucking crossbow bolt in the water to wash off my wounds.
Okay. You are still actively bleeding.
That's fucking great.
You might want to, find something to bandage that.
Yeah, I grab some mud and I shove it in the wound. Where in my torso?
Lower abdomen.
Sweet. How did it, go all the way through?
It is lodged inside of you.
That's great. So I have to push it through and break it. That's gonna be great. So what do I roll to push the arrow through?
I'll make you roll. I'll just have you take some damage.
Okay.
Knocks himself unconscious.
Round.
Take 6 damage.
Sweet. And then I put mud on both sides of the wound.
Okay. Cool.
It's medieval times. It's about as best as you're gonna get. And then I go get rope. No, I got rope.
Yes, you stole rope.
I head to my brothel.
Okay, you head to your brothel.
What time is it?
7.
Sweet. So I call Cindy into my office.
Cindy arrives at your office.
Wonderful. Oh, god damn it. I tell her to put on this blindfold.
Okay, she puts on the blindfold as ordered.
I open the secret entrance into the basement.
Okay, cool.
And I take her down into my basement.
Alright, she talks all sexy like to you as she's taken into your sex dungeon. Ooh, what are you gonna do to me?
I ask, what are you willing to do?
Anything for you, Daddy.
Oh, God.
This is what you asked for, Dylan.
I'm not gonna have sex with her.
But there will be sucking.
Yeah. I ask what she's willing to do for a small fortune.
Anything.
I say, as long as you work for me, I'll make sure that you have everything you want paid for and live a comfortable life.
Of course.
See, I like things a little different than other clientele.
Don't worry, I'll make you feel better than anyone has before.
Oh no, you see,
Bye, David.
Yeah, bye, David. Fuck it. There's gonna be pain and you're gonna get woozy, and then just don't worry about the rest.
Oh, okay.
I nibble on her neck, and then after a little bit, I bite her.
I'm not comfortable with this. Stop.
15 gold.
Please stop.
No.
50
Well,
gold.
she's not comfortable with it. She has to die. Fuck.
Rape! Rape!
No one can hear you. No, I drain her until she passes out, and since she's not gonna fucking let me pay her for it, she's getting tied up and left out here. I'll bring her food every day.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the blindfold into a gag.
Okay.
None of you have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
It's really not an all you can eat. It takes some time to come back.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see if I can learn any healing spells.
How much do you want to suck from her?
How much can I suck from her without killing her?
I don't know. How much can you suck from her without killing her? Roll medicine.
How much do I suck out of her before she passes out?
We'll go with 40 ounces.
Rolling medicine. Nat 20.
You can probably suck at most like 70 ounces without.
Sweet. I'm gonna suck out 50 ounces.
Okay. You have suck.
Big suck.
Great. Now, it's still nighttime, right?
Yes.
Going to look for... Oh, wait, but there's, yeah... I'm gonna go look for patrols of normal guards.
Okay.
I could break into someone's house.
Normal guard patrols have been beefed up. They now include at least 8 guards.
I had a stroke fighting 4.
Sleep. All of them. I just started slitting through.
I mean, yeah, you could. You could, in fact, sleep them, yes.
Okay, so I find a group of 8.
Alright.
Since it's night, if I am up in the sky flying, is it harder to see me?
No, not really. You would stand out.
Yeah, then I look for a group of 8.
Okay.
If only I could successfully kidnap these guards and put them in my dungeon as well. Too bad they wouldn't sell me shackles. No shackles tomorrow. Yeah, so do I roll again to find a group?
Sure, yeah, early in.
Crit fail.
You start flying, the wind just starts blowing, very hard, and you crash and get knocked out.
Great. Wake up dead.
Nah, you wake up in an alley at like 7 o'clock. Your head hurts a lot. Anyways, that is your day. I am going to call it here.
Sweet.
Beans.
XP from everything.
I'm probably going level by milestone this time.
Oh, fuck you. I'm just kidding.
See you guys.
Later.
Yeah.